We've seen a lot of miracles take place at this church. Our girls came to know the Lord Jesus in a real and personal way here. God tells us that where our treasure is, there will our heart be also. Our treasure is here, and our hearts are here with the people in this place.
It is here that I found Christ, and that makes it even more special to me.
I am so proud of my family's heritage here at First Baptist. It's very unusual to have a granddaddy and a daddy that preached at the same church. Granddaddy was a leader. When he came, the people needed leadership. Dad was a leader. They had the vision from God, and they followed them because of that vision. And Brother Heath has that vision. I believe today my dad would say to our pastor, "Son, keep up the good work. Keep preaching Jesus to your people. Keep sharing Jesus saves to those who need him in Jacksonville." It's a lot of work and sometimes a lonely job, just you and the Lord. But I can tell you from being in heaven for many years, it is worth it all.
Barbara and I have been coming to First Baptist Church with our families for 54 years. And when I heard this plan, I was thankful that God had given us a pastor that had the spiritual strength, the courage, and the wisdom, by God's grace, to develop this bold plan.
We have a lot of financial responsibilities that really keep us from doing the ministry that we can be doing. And as we refocus that, I'm excited about what we can do as a church, because we've refocused the money that God has given us as a church, and we'll be using that better to serve the city and to present the gospel.
We want to be here for not just our lifetimes, but our kids and grandkids.
I hate the thought of giving up something familiar and comfortable for something new and unknown. But I hate the thought of not being used by God even more.
We really need to re-examine how we do ministry. If we're serious about reaching this city for Jesus Christ, then we have to, put all the options on the table of what that is going to take.
We saw so much benefit from these changes in this plan. We saw, one, just the practicality of financial stewardship, of using the money and the resources that we have well.
I'm excited about this plan that's coming forth because I think it will bring our church together as a group and a tight fellowship, much more so than it is doing right now.
Here, moving back and forth together, serving together, everything functioning in much closer distance from each other is going to allow those relationships to be more natural, and it's going to create and cultivate opportunities for more conversation just to start off those relationships.
It'll be wonderful because we'll have that closeness and excitement because we're doing something new and challenging, and I think it's going to be marvelous. It'll be different. Change is not easy. Nobody likes change. But this is going to be marvelous. It really is. And I'm excited. I just feel God in it.
I'm excited about this plan. I know that this sounds radical. And all of us have a certain reaction to change. We don't like it. It won't be easy. There'll be a lot of decisions to make. But with God's help and the leadership of our pastor, it can work.
My encouragement is that, number one, we are going to be going back to the foundation of this church in the Hobson Auditorium. And from what we can see, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be beautiful. And it'll give us an opportunity to remember the foundation that the church was established on in the city. And I think we'll see the ministry of this church flourish in a smaller setting, in a smaller footprint, but in a way that's going to be much bigger.
Yeah. Going forward, how can we all be a part of the solution? And I think that we can definitely at least all pray and give of our time and talents, energies, and financial resources to help make this happen.
I would encourage the church family start actively looking for a place to serve. Don't wait for somebody to come up to you and say, hey, we need you to volunteer. You need to go find that place. Go find that place to serve and get involved right away.
I was thinking of things that I've fallen in love with in my life, and in the top 3 or 4 is First Baptist Church. And I don't mean the buildings and the facilities we have here, but the people that are here. And God's laying out a way here, it looks like to me, to keep us together and to take us back to a time when we could love one another more as we love Christ together and serve Him through this church.